Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And in this video we've got 3 replays on the Caernarvon Action X. So this is the personal offer for this week. So you'll get this come through when you've sort of earned 20,000 XP in the game. Usually this costs about 10,500 gold. You will get this probably to come through at about half price, usually 50% off. So you receive that at 5,250. So as we always do, we will look at the statistics on this tank. So we can see the top forward speed on this tank is just under 40 kilometers an hour with reverse speed just under 14. You've got 1500 hit points and you've got 462 meters of view range, about 400 concealment. On the gun, you've got 10 degrees of gun depression, you've got 4.42 second reload time for accuracy of 0.25 and an aiming time 1.72. It's got AP, APCR and HE rounds on this tank, and your penetration values are 226 on your standard with 258 on your premium, and your armor damage you're roughly doing about 250 a shot. Your shell velocity is pretty good as well, so you got 1000 on your standard with 1200 or just over on your premium rounds, and your premium bonus on this tank is the usual tier 8 standard, so 150% on your silver, 115 on your tank XP. So what we'll do now is we'll obviously look at the armour of the tank. So this sort of usual standard British heavy, you got great sort of turret armour, and the hull is sort of pretty average, to be fair, to be expected. You do have to be careful on top of the tank. Top of the turret can be easily penned if tanks are sort of slow, facing down on it. That commander's hatch is quite weak as well, so I would advise, if you're sort of playing hold down, sort of rock backwards and forwards. Try not to expose too much of your turret if you can. Just sort of play that peekaboo style sort of shooting. See, the upper plate's got some sort of armor, but again, facing tier 9, tier 10 tanks, you do have to be careful and just make sure that you are not showing too much of that hull. Just keep hull down wherever you can. You see the engine and the fuel tanks are at the back, and the ammo is at the front left hand side of the tank, also sort of a little bit in the middle, just right underneath the turret. So there we go, that's sort of the modules explained. The equipment I run on this, so I run optics, traction system and vents. Now I went for that setup because the reload is really good on this tank and the accuracy is quite good as well. So I kind of felt like it, you could put those on if you really want to maximize that. Maybe I'd go loader over vert stabs, but I definitely thought the traction system was worth having. Perks are on Born Leader, Sixth Sense, Rapid Reload, Steady Aim, Rapid Aim, Mace, Track Mechanic, Snapshot, and the ammo storage, sort of prevent your ammo rack from getting detonated. You could swap some of that. I'd definitely get rid of Rapid Aim and Iron Mace. I don't really know why I've got those on there. I should probably actually sort out my crew skills on that tank. But anyway, that's just me being a cheapskate. So we'll move on to the first replay, and we are on Berlin. Now I will apologise, I had some issues with my recording setup that day, so unfortunately I had to sort of revert to using the replay system for Xbox. However, at some point it does switch over to my recording. I did manage to record a little bit this match at the end of it, so which was fortunate, but unfortunately we'll have to do the Xbox replay system for now. Hopefully one day they'll actually improve it. So yeah, we're on Berlin. We're top tier. Now Berlin's a bit of an oddball map for this tank, because obviously you like to play sort of the ridges. But we come to this left hand side, we come to sort of where the action point is, and we can see there's sort of quite a few TDs that have sort of been poking. We managed to get a few shots into some of those TDs. We get a shot into the Jagdpanther there, and we damage his ammo rack. He's sort of starting to move out now, and the area is sort of quite, it's clear for me to sort of push in and try and see if I can get round the back of these, and try and support our heavy tanks and the medium tank here to our right. The medium tank manages to take out the Jagdpanther. However, there's this TD which we're going to sort of get some more shots into. He then gets finished off. We're going to sort of now sort of press on. We're just sort of pressing the aggression here as much as we can. Got to keep an eye on our right. You see this Oho now. We kind of made a little bit of a faux pas and put ourselves in a crossfire there. We're getting shot by the VK, which isn't the end of the world because it's just, you know, small caliber guns, so it isn't going to harm us too much. Now, again, another sort of faux pas I make here is obviously I'm turning my side to the Oho as opposed to the smaller guns on the right there. What I probably should have done is pushed in here and sort of focused more on the Oho, which is what I'm doing now. Should have done that to begin with, really, but, you know, luckily the Oho just sort of, I don't know, RBRT didn't really fully aim, so we didn't get too badly punished. It's just sort of HE splash at this point, which is frustrating, but we're just going to keep sort of trying to whittle his health away. We got the backup of our friendly IS here. He's now pushing around, sort of taking the attention away from us onto him with this Oho, and we're just going to keep trying to shoot those little sort of turrets, the small machine gun turret ports on the front of the tank, which we know are the weak spots. Obviously, it's been a bit frustrating because we keep bouncing every now and then. We are penning. It's just, yeah, unfortunately, Oho's just, just a bit trolly, and we're just not catching those machine gun ports right. But the Oho gets taken out, so we push on, and you can see this game is just, yeah, it's a quick fire game, and it's pretty much gone to bed here. Now at this point, this is where we swap over to the to our actual recording. You can see there how much damage we've racked up already. We've got just under 3.8k damage. We're now on to 4k damage. We slapped a shot into that stir, and then sort of put another shot into artillery. We're going to try and finish off the stir here, but he gets taken out by our friendly Panzerjäger. Now it's his Charioteers full health coming in on the left hand side. I'm expecting he's going to get absolutely ripped apart very shortly. Managed to get a shot into him. Can we get the kill shot? We do get the kill shot for our second kill of the game, and bringing an end to the replays. So yeah, it was quite a fast paced game, quite enjoyable actually, to be fair. It was nice just to sort of keep that gun in the action. We come top of the board there. We come up with 4.4k damage. Only 300 assists, but we get the first class there with 2 kills, so nice decent result for Berlin, which, like I say, isn't really an ideal map for this tank. Now we're on the second replay, we're on highway here, and apologies, we've sort of just started a little bit prematurely here, sort of about a minute into the game, where we've already done 1k damage, and we just picked up our first kill there. Sorry, the replays are a little bit dodged this week. But we go with it. We're trying to get some content for you. Sorry, it's not great. Yeah, we're just sort of rattling off the shots there. Highway's pretty decent because, let's say, plenty of ridges to sort of play hold down on. We're trying to avoid artillery here, which we managed to quite nicely. Now, I know we sort of loaded the premium rounds. I wanted sort of the extra shell velocity here. I do like to sort of do that if I'm sort of shooting long ranges, just make sure I've got the APCR so I can sort of fly those shots in. That's my method to the madness. People could argue, well, yeah, but you lose penetration over distance. And true, but we're fighting tier 8s. But anyway, that's my weird logic. But we're making a move now because we are 4 tanks up. There's no tanks sort of being visibly lit. We want to get closer to the action here. Unfortunately, we can't get any shots onto this diamond back from where we are because we're just in the low ground. So thinking I'm just going to sort of push right up underneath their ridge and just see if I can sort of start getting shots on tanks that over peak or potentially out in the open. And yeah, so we're just sort of making our, well, I say slow advance, but do you know what? The traction system on this thing really does pay off in sort of situations like this because the mobility, it's actually not that bad when you've got the traction system on, so that's kind of why I opted for that over the vert stabs and gun rammer, because I just thought that it needs it more than that. You know, I was quite I was sort of confident that the accuracy was going to be decent, being British anyway, and obviously the reload time is just, you know, it's quick enough for me. So you know, some might argue just go with a gun rammer, so, you know, you could get more damage out of the game. That is true, but like I said, for me, I opted for the traction system and vents just to make everything good overall. Vents for me sort of increases, yeah, it helps you reload and it helps your accuracy, so double bonus as opposed to picking your vert stabs and your gun rammer. But we track this KV3 in place. Let's say that reload comes in handy when you're perma-tracking, because you just keep someone sat in the same position all the time with that rapid reload. And again, it's another quick game. It's another absolute ruffle stomp here. We've only one tank left and we've only lost 4 tanks, so it's been a pretty decent game so far. Going to sort of make our way, try and see if we can get some more damage off. I kind of doubt we will, but one of those not to give up and just carry on regardless, because you never know. Chances are that other people will bounce or miss their shots or just fumble, and you know, we can get that opportunity to get some extra damage in if we can. So yeah, this thankfully it's it's a hold down specialist basically. And as you see there, we just about made it to get our 3rd kill of the game, and that brings a victory to the replay. So we come with 3 kills there, just under 3.8k damage with 1000 assist. Got the high caliber medal and the 1st class again. And we're on the final replay here. And we're in a tier 9 lobby. We're in Prokhorovka here. So again, another map that's quite favourable. There's no artillery, which is brilliant. And there's only 1 light tank per team. There's quite a few TDs, so obviously we need to be careful of that. You know, it's the given with any tank when you're sort of poking up on those ridges. So you don't want to get shot in the side of the turret. So we've got to be mindful of those TDs if we can. But yeah, my play is going to be what I usually do in most hold down tanks, is just go to central position. Gives me shots on multiple angles and just kind of hope that yeah, our team can light plenty of tanks up in the back, and we can hopefully get some shots on multiple opportunities. But we're going to come up here and just sort of try and see if there's any shots that are going to present themselves. I'm not going to sort of go over peeking too much, because like I say, I don't want to get shot in the side of the turret. Not much has been spotted up at the moment. You see a majority of our team are on the 1 line. They're sort of being a bit passive, and we just got to play the patient game here. It's the problem with Proc. It can be a bit boring at times because you're trying to play, because you've got to play that patient game. You can't just go rushing in and just sort of throwing your tank away, because that's just what will happen with this map. If you overpeak, you will get punished if you stay up too long. But there's a lot more tanks starting to present opportunities now. We see this King Dragon, not King Dragon, Type 59-2. I was close. Managed to get a shot into the side of him. So again, I'd sort of dip on over peeking, try and get another shot in. But again, you've got to be patient. You've got to be steady. You've got to sort of make sure you're not taking those silly calculated risks that can get you into trouble. And we see the Charioteer here going to try and get a shot, but unfortunately that Charioteer just gets out of dodge, and we couldn't get a shot in. Tried seeing if we could get a shot into the side of that T28 there, but that wasn't going to pen at all. Not at that angle. I thought we might be lucky and get a shot in the side. See this G-Saw here, want to try and get a shot in, but again, just can't quite get that ahead of the tank. So we're going to aim for this Malshan instead. You can see we've gone for the premium, just to make sure that we're guaranteed pen on the Malshan. And then we see it's Brask, and we're definitely going to get a shot in there. And we actually get a shot through the track wheel, which is a brilliant shot there, because that allows Brask to get taken out, which is good, because that is one tank you do not want alive in Proc, especially the end game, because it will just absolutely destroy your game. Trying to see if we can get shots on this bar here that just seems to be just completely going for it on the train tracks. We're picking up a little bit of assist, but we can't seem to get any shots in, so I'm not going to waste any time. That guy's going to be sort of out of our he's going to be out of our sort of gun line anyway, so there's no point keeping an eye on him just in case he decided to sort of push over for whatever reason. But he's gone now. He's making his way down to the bridge. There's only one tank left on the one line, so I'm sort of thinking the majority of the team are either still going to be sort of camping the back, or they're going to be on the right here. We do see this Conqueror, and I'm definitely going to get some shots into that guy. You can also see this AMX-30, which I managed to get a shot into. I do need to be careful because obviously my right hand side could get punished if tanks are on that hill, but I don't seem to be taking any shots from the right hand side. There we go though, I do now, so now's the time. I do lose my spot, which is good, and I'm going to sort of make my way over and try and see if I can get shots on these tanks that are up on the hill here. You can see this Tiger 2 that's crossing. We get some shots into him. I still loaded the Premium just because obviously keep that get the better shell velocity, make sure those shots go in. We do bounce the mutts there, but that was just hitting it at its upper plate at an awkward angle, so I expect that to bounce. Try and get another shot in the Conqueror, which we do, trying to see if we can finish him off. We only track him in place though, and he goes on lit. We're trying to see if we can sneak a shot in there, but the Type 4 beats us to it. Now we're going to try and see if we can get shots in this mutts. That was a poorly aimed shot. Yeah, unfortunately he just ducks down. Trying to see if we can maybe get a shot on the King Tiger, but it just bounces there, just doesn't quite hit his cupola. But now we're going to sort of make our way into the middle of the tracks here, see if we can get more shots on this P58 mutts, which we do. Manage to get a shot in there. Try getting a shot for his cupola, but it just misses there. Again, just sort of aiming, but it bounces his turret. And yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. But now we see tanks on the left hand side here, so I'm going to take the opportunity to try and get some shots off, get a shot into the IS-3. We did damage his Armour as well, which is good. Now we're gonna, we get the kill shot there, which is good. See this AMX-30 backing out, so we're gonna again get some more shots into that guy. We're only on the AP rounds now, but it doesn't matter. We'll go for that AMX. The tank destroyer at the back there gets taken out, and all that's left is this P58 mutts, who then goes down to our friendly tank. So that's another quick fire game, which brings us to victory. And we come top of the board with just under 3.6k damage, with 1 kill, and just under 2.2k assist, with a bit of blocked as well. So yeah, just generally sort of a nice game in the Caernarvon, just to sort of show its strengths and weaknesses. Would I get it for sort of 5k gold? I mean, yes, it's a good tank. I guess I would. I already had this tank anyway, but it's not a bad tank. I wouldn't say it was. I don't particularly think it's great. It just seems just normal to me. A normal tank's okay, but that's just my opinion. If you like sort of those hold down heavies, particularly the British ones who've sort of rapid reload, then it's probably a tank for you. But for me, it's just, I don't know, it's just neither here or there. And to be fair, I kind of feel like it's a tank that will probably come up in a season pass anyway soon, or you get it in a chest. So I think it might be worth waiting rather than getting it. But it's all down to personal preference. Anyway guys, that's enough of me rambling on. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.